Thank you, Adam. Okay, thank you for attending my virtual Executive Lead Member of Children's Services Decision Day. The Decision Day is being webcast on YouTube via the county council websites. We've got no deputations and we've only got one decision for today. And that is a report on the COVID Household Support Fund vouchers for October 2021 half term. I believe Suzanne's going to present this report.
Thank you, Councillor Chadd. So this is an urgent decision brought about by the funding being allocated on the 6th of October and the need to pass money onto schools for vouchers by the end of this week, such that the vouchers are in place for October half term. We've been allocated £7.1 million from the Department for Work and Pensions under the new COVID Household Support Fund. This money has to be spent by the end of March 2022. The intention of the grant is to support households who are most in need with food, energy and water bills, and 50% of the funding has to be spent on households with children. So as a result, we're looking to allocate vouchers out to families, £15 vouchers per child for a wider eligible cohort that includes children who are eligible for benefits related free school meals, all children with a social worker, all children open to early help, all 2 to 4 year olds eligible for early years pupil premium, and all 16 to 18 year olds previously eligible for free school meals. And by allocating these vouchers, we'll provide financial support for groceries to over 39,000 children this October half term. Further work is underway to make decisions about how we best allocate the remaining funding, and there'll be a further report that will come to you in due course on the remaining funding. But other than that, I point you to the recommendation in paragraph 5 that seeks approval to allocate the vouchers. Thank you.
Thank you, Suzanne, and thank you for such a quick turnaround on this report and for your hard work you've done on it. As you said, really welcome the £7.1 million from the Department of Work and Pensions, and yeah, I'm really pleased with what we've achieved so far with other grants that we've received in regards to this, in trying to make this funding go as far as possible and be as sustainable as possible for our families in Hampshire. And I think that's a really important thing that you and your team have done with other aspects of and using those grants, the previous grants elsewhere. I have no other comments that I would like to make on this. I don't know if I know Councillor Porter and Councillor North are also on the call. If either of you would like to make a comment.
I'd just like to make a couple of things, really. Thank you very much. I know Suzanne's put a huge amount of work into this, and this money comes with a very short lead time. So I really do appreciate all the work that's gone on, and it's really heartening to feel that nearly 40,000 families are going to, 40,000 children are going to be given some help. I've just got a couple of other areas where I'm still not sure whether we're covering them, which is that it does actually mention in the detail about the discretion of schools to do this for other children who may be on the borders and the boundaries. How does that get actually explained to schools so that they're aware of what they can do, or are they just doing business as usual now because they've been doing it for so long? The second thing is, I've heard of a couple of schools where, or certainly one school where they're going to extend their week off to 2 weeks for a COVID break. And if that's happening, that sort of started to make me think about if children aren't at school for the days when they would normally have a meal, and we've just been talking about that informally beforehand, how does that help, or how can this grant, not this particular one, but other grants in the future, help those families for whom they're not going into school for a meal? Because it's becoming increasingly frequently you hear that 1 and then possibly 2 children are at home.
Can I interject? Fully understand that Councillor Chadd invited you to speak, Councillor Porter, yeah. But I think there's a risk of turning a decision day into a sort of Q&A session, and I don't think that.
Okay, no, I appreciate that. So I will stop at the point.
More than happy to answer those questions if we take those offline. I think that would probably be most profitable, if you don't mind.
my comment was really that the discretion is there in the paper, but not necessarily there in the decision.
Absolutely, and we'll take those questions offline, Jackie, and get a
you.
response to.
Thank you. Thank you. Just want to do the best for everything we can.
Absolutely. Councillor North, have you got anything that you would wish to add? No. Okay. So if I take everyone to paragraph 5 for the recommendation, so I am very happy to approve the grant of just under 600,000 for the school vouchers for this October half term. Thank you everyone for your attendance today, and have an enjoyable start to the week, really. And can we please stop the